G2S is different than other schools. It is hands-on.
Unlike any school I've gone to.
This is a very different school.
We're a project-based learning school, so there's a lot of interdisciplinary work. We work a lot with our surrounding communities, and we work with a lot of kids that are inspired to learn in a new and different way.
80% of the students at G2S Academy are eligible for free or reduced meals. Nearly 20% of the children in Mason County face food insecurity.
It's important for students to eat well because it's a foundation of health, it's a foundation of well-being for them. It gives them the energy to be able to, go through the work that we ask of them.
Eating a healthy breakfast is important for brain function, for when you go to school, when you wake up, you want to be energized. You don't want to be tired and hungry all day. Food is fuel, so use it.
Barriers our students have towards healthy eating, it's access, resources within different homes. I think some of it is knowledge of what is truly healthy eating. I think part of it is, cooking skills and how to prepare foods that they might not have encountered before.
To help students meet their nutritional needs, G2S reached out to Michigan State University Extension for guidance on creating a food club within the school.
I've been reading an MSU newsletter about the high school in Munising that had started a small food share in their school that was open to all students, and was really inspired by that idea. I started reaching out to resource leaders in the community, Kendra Gibson at the MSU Extension office, to kind of talk about how we could emulate something like that. And over time, that sort of blossomed into multiple other relationships with the Lakeshore Food Club, and it's been snowballing for 2 years now. So a food club operates like a small grocery store. We have a small grocery store right inside of our high school, middle school. The difference is that no one shops with money, everyone's shopping with points. So each of our students receives 20 points per week, no matter the size of their household or how many students from their family are in the school. So they're able to come through, shop with their points, learn about making some nutritious choices, getting to learn about budgeting.
The cool thing about the food club here is the more healthier items are lower priced. So the healthier options are usually 2 points or lower, half a point. It's easier because it's cheaper.
The youth voice here is central to everything that they do. So students have input in terms of the foods that are being chosen for the food club, in terms of running it and being a part of the process, learning how to stock and check students out. And I think the other thing too is that the food club is really a dignified access to food for all students.
I think a lot of people struggle with, money or maybe space or a place to have food, or maybe the places you shop or being able to go to the store. And I know that the food club has definitely helped some people here. And it's called the food club, but there's everything here. You could get a toothbrush or you could get a glass of milk. There's everything. And I'm really glad that we were able to open up something like this.
One of the things that I've seen when I observe the food club is because students are working in that setting, they are starting to have conversations. Many times there's stigma around food clubs or food pantries. And I've really seen a shift where students are talking to one another. They're really validating the value of those resources, not only food, but personal care resources. And it's put everyone on the same playing field where there's no embarrassment with that, and there's support that this is a really healthy thing. It's leading them into being able to make those choices later in their life that are gonna sustain them and create a wellness circle around them.
I think people are more mindful about their choices now, about what they're consuming, and putting in more consideration to what they want their diet to look like. Relationship-wise, I think it's probably made people more caring to families in need and those who can't get the things they need all the time. They can get it from here, and students will get it for them, like for their families or like distant friends. Like even if you're not taking stuff for yourself and your family, you can help out other people with the food club, and I think that's really cool.
This project was a collaboration between G2S and Lakeshore Food Club, and Michigan State University Extension supported underneath with looking at, once they established the food club, what other needs were there.
To improve the resources of the food club, MSU Extension provided G2S with a mini grant.
The mini grant funds really went in to support the work that G2S was already doing. Those resources helped them develop recipes and resources that students can use to build their culinary skills, their life skill management, their resource management, but also students have input into how that money was used, and they built a produce rack that displays the produce in a healthier way, in a more open way that hopefully encourages students to want to pick up that apple or choose a pear along with the other choices that they have.
I made this produce shelf out of raw material. So I had a sketch, and then I went and I cut all of the pieces, welded them together, and then I basically made it happen. I think that it's made a difference because it gives the opportunity for kids to go and look at all of the produce that is on that shelf. And let's say if they're struggling, it helps them so they can, feed their family. It just feels really good to give people something that they don't have. I learned a lot about myself, and it made me better understand what I want to do in the future. So pursuing my welding career, getting better at it, just practice.
The support from MSU Extension means so much to us. To have partners with so many resources find a school as small as ours and be willing to impart what they have onto us has been massive. It's things that we never would have been able to accomplish on our own, so it's been huge.
I think the amazing thing that I've watched over time is G2S has a very strong community network of supporters and organizations that lean in, and they really have sustainability in that network that they've created. But MSU Extension will continue to come alongside and expand this project as they start to identify additional needs or ways that they want to expand the project. Maybe they'll look at farm to school produce, or perhaps they'll want more resources for students in terms of cooking and being able to add to their family meals at home to create healthier opportunities. So I think that we can continue to evolve that and support them and walk alongside them.